Mother, father, where to tread, far from Possum and his head. Here's a bag, now what's inside? Does he seek or does he hide? Can you spy him deep within? Little Possum, black as sin.
Possum is a strange one. I remember seeing the trailers for it a couple years ago and being interested in it then, so I was pretty surprised to find it on Shudder this week. Possum is a film about a children's puppeteer named Philip facing an unnamed scandal who ends up returning to his childhood home with a leather bag carrying a misshapen puppet that he calls Possum, which he is on a mission to destroy. Along the way dealing with his own personal trauma and his stepfather, or uncle, it's hard to tell, Maurice. It's a slow burn psychological horror, but with a heavy, broad Norfolk dialect to it. I had to use subtitles since the main character tends to talk in a very hushed tone. The film is odd as it will often take nonsensical routes in dialogue or story that don't seem to make sense or go anywhere until much later on. Characters talk with prior knowledge that the audience doesn't know anything about, there's barely any exposition at all, and so many scenes of Philip just wandering around silently, sometimes interspersed with dreamlike cutaways that don't make sense until later on in the film. There's no levity in this either. It is extremely heavy the entire way through, and that can be ridiculously hard to follow for people not used to the genre. I'm usually a fan of slow burn character studies, one of my favorites is Starry Eyes, but this is something else. At least the dream sequences are interesting, and the puppet is genuinely creepy and a good title character all in itself, especially when it starts to move on its own in dreamlike sequences and chases. The side plot and true mystery of the film is engaging too. I always enjoy an unreliable narrator. Possum, at its core, is a metaphor for child abuse and trauma, so if those are triggers for you, you should probably avoid this film. This movie may take a couple viewings just to truly appreciate the nuances and little hints at the larger plot going on, but man, is it hard to sit through just for that in particular. This kind of film interests you, Possum is available to stream on Shudder. Possum gets a 7 out of 10 for me, pretty much for that last 25 minutes or so. Hey guys, thanks for sitting through this one with me. Slow burn movies are always a guilty pleasure of mine. They can be really boring at times, like Goodnight Mommy, that German one where the really only good part is the very end twist and sequence with it. But I do want to talk about Starry Eyes again. Definitely think more people need to check that out. That is a really good film. That's pretty much it. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. Follow my Twitter if you're not. Have a great day, and if you're not, have a better one. See ya.